Hey y'all, thank you for clicking on this video. I definitely appreciate it. And we are going to jump right on into this book review, okay? So the book is called Secret Indiscretions by Trice Hickman. And here is the cover of the book. We got this lovely couple on the cover. Ooh, and you want to open up this book to find out what is going on with them, right? Right. Okay, so let's get into it, okay? So this story starts off with a flash forward punch of murderous intent. And then the book goes into what leads up to this deadly moment. So let me tell you about some of the characters involved in this story. There is Geneva, and she is a hairstylist and the wife to Johnny. They have been married for 5 years. Geneva is sweet, caring, talented, and has a heart of gold. Geneva loves her husband Johnny and has done what she can to keep this marriage going. However, Geneva has had it with Johnny's dismissive, argumentative, neglectful, and cheating behaviors. Geneva is ready to call it quits after Johnny's last round of disrespectful behavior and lies. And then there is Johnny. Johnny has a real estate and property management company. He has a thriving business and seems to be on an upward trajectory in his career. Johnny is a handsome and some say fine-looking man. Johnny has the looks, charisma, and puts it down in the bedroom according to the ladies he has had affairs with. Johnny has neglected his wife Geneva for far too long. Johnny believes he has been doing his husbandly duties by going to work and providing financially for the home, but doing little else. He believes Geneva is just nagging him and making a bigger deal out of things, all the while spending his time, efforts, energy, money on other women instead of her. Things take a turn in the relationship when he becomes involved with his latest string of conquests. Then there is Samuel, who is described as handsome, educated, and has substantial finances. Samuel is currently a principal at a local school that was previously in an educational deficit, which he not only brought the measuring scores up to par, he exceeded them. Samuel is a pillar in the community and an upstanding guy. However, in his personal life, there are some deficits. Samuel is feeling neglected and disconnected from his wife of 2 years. Samuel is wondering if his brother was right in saying this marriage was not a good idea and that he didn't know Viviana well enough. The relationship takes a turn for a downward fall when Viviana begins to stay away from home even more than what she did before. Read the book to find out how Samuel deals with the change in his relationship. Now, Viviana works at a bank and is married to Samuel. Viviana uses her career as an excuse to be away from the home for long periods of time. She's a stunning woman that carries herself with confidence and power. Viviana is not afraid to go after what she wants, and more often than not, she gets it. She has her sights set on conquering Johnny. And Viviana may be able to get him, but will she be able to keep him? You will have to read the book to find out. So this situation between Viviana and Johnny started off as a casual sexual tryst. Johnny thinks things are going along fabulously and is enjoying his time with Viviana. They have been having an affair for months, and Viviana has begun to develop feelings and wants more. This starts a chain of events that wreak havoc, causing all parties involved to make some serious decisions regarding their relationship, and no one walks away unscathed. This story is a cautionary tale to be careful with whom you attach yourself to for the sake of sexual gratification. This also shows that no matter what hoops you jump through, accommodations made, if a person doesn't want you, none of that matters to them. Sometimes we are fools for love, overlook things and see things in the way we want them to be instead of what they truly are. People want what they can't have. Things can turn into some stalking, erratic behaviors, and can become dangerous infatuation, acrimony. And you'll have to read the book to find out which of these plays a role in this web of shenanigans. We see that when cheating occurs, it is the fun, exciting, daring, and sexual part of a person that is appealing, according to the information in this book. And it seems to be pretty surface level. If you really get to know the person, they may not be who you have imagined them to be. We see how this marital affair has affected all parties involved, and the story gives us a glimpse of the wreckage it can really cause to those that are not directly involved in the affair, but are friends, family, and acquaintances of the main party. Now, this was a good, hot mess. I would really love to see what happens in the next chapter for these characters' lives. The story ends in a cliffhanger that lets you know more shenanigans are on the way, okay? And the sequel is called Deadly Satisfaction. So keep an eye out for that review in the near future, because I do intend to read it, because I do want to know what happens next. I listened to the audiobook, which is almost 8 hours long. I do have the physical copy, but I actually listened to the audiobook. And the narrator, Simi Howie, definitely brought this story to life. I loved her emphasis in places, the voice inflection, and she really conveyed the feelings of these characters. The heightened parts of the story were definitely highlighted vocally. On Hoopla, this story is under the genre of fiction. I would put this also under drama and very light mystery. There was definitely drama, shenanigans, a dash of romance, and a little bit of a mystery. And this is why I give the book a 10 out of 10. It grabs your attention and holds it the whole way through. You are drawn into wanting to know what happens next and how things end. And when I tell you this is shenanigans, this is hot mess shenanigans, okay? So there are some warnings to mention. Obviously there is cheating behavior. And there's a miscarriage mentioned. There's cursing, acts of violence, sexual content, and murder described. The physical copy does have discussion questions, so I will refer you to those to get the conversation going. I would like to know, though, what you think of the characters and their part in the story. If you are down with the shenanigans, go get this book. It has action. Okay, it's got some action for you. This actually was my book club's read for the month of March, and we actually had a book club meeting last weekend, and the discussion was on point and engaging. Like, I think I would have to say that was one of our best discussions in a long time. We definitely talked about relationship dynamics. We definitely talked about each of the characters and the role they played in the story. We definitely shared our views about cheating. Definitely covered the shenanigans in the story. So it will bring up a good conversation, okay? So if you are in a book club, this is a book that, go ahead and suggest it and see what your book club conversation is like. Because ours was pretty entertaining. If you haven't read the book, go get it. Dive into these shenanigans. It is very entertaining. It's a hot mess. And yeah, if you have already read the book, go ahead and comment your thoughts. Let me know if you love the shenanigans in here. One last note though. If you want to submit any questions for the interview that I will be having of myself here in a little while, go ahead and put those in the comments. This is your chance to ask whatever you want to ask of me. It's kind of get to know me. So if you want to know anything, put it in the comments and I will forward that information to the person that will be interviewing me. This is taking place because I reached 5,000 views, and there was kind of I wouldn't say a bet, it was kind of I guess a goal, and that if I reached 5,000 views, this person would be allowed to interview me. And so you, the viewers, can submit your questions that you want asked about me, this page, or its content. So drop them in the comments, and maybe your question will be picked. So thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and click that subscribe, like, share, and comment. You may be given a shout out in a future video. Well, that's it for this round, and as always, until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.